I think March. Okay.
No, it was
March
in February.
It was February.
Yeah,
because that was when I know
yeah, the
Oforiata the end no cancer.
Yes.
And I say you're June. Are you telling me, say? By now, I was expecting say, "Oh, docket cry a day." Are you ready? I be a one file cry or court. So what I say? Now processes now then are starting.
Okay, baby, I want.
Okay.
You don't determine how the OSP conducts his investigations.
Nobody's saying so.
No, but me try my dream.
And they say by now, Nanka docket are ready. Who told you that?
Obi.
Oguso yen investigation.
Obi. Or static can BCU as how many years in
And they are check Accra.
What are we saying?
Still on way. Investigation.
We are looking at trend analysis. Trend analysis.
And move friends fly artwork good artwork guy pa. They be obey nine in them.
Na picture we see of Oforiata I don't know what man.
What
picture there na
ni guy na we na artwork. On be we na guy na we ni dwuma. O we ya na nem.
So Obi, so my point is by now me expect to say what the asem no echo court. In any case, Oforiata there no. I'm expecting say by now we won't find this in na. It is not by force say say Oforiata ba ho ansa na the Oforiata court. Is that the case? As Oforiata ba no ho ansa na the na court na. It's not. So what you do is that me findings in here my bibia then you take Oforiata to court to cry bet me edi we are to Oforiata so ankasa ade ayeken fugitive asemi anka court will be the one to pronounce it. Say you do want some about court. O lawyers na ba make I say mrebi a madam for be call court. The landlord ne call court. Na me ko jan nti we duru ho no. Na court ni busan say omo your roommate. So where's the other roommate? And also to kwan no say what to kwan saying? Oh mano this time. So wa ma or the ntansa building e beto no so. But landlord in the court one can say ba ku ni ho nti no. So OSP betimi the hero for court. What prepare will be beyond their court. Process is not started. The lawyers are appear in the process. No, the judge will ask, say, where is your client? And then the lawyers will say, "Bia, my lord, your client no the home fano." Then the judge will examine. Say, is it the case? Say, client is incapacitated. I want to me man saying, and I will bet me at to a case in this one saying. Me nya lawyer o baka kra ye hwe ne kakra ye tie ne kire say this has been the process. Enti court no judge no beka say no lawyers in some amuka in regards for your client no me ne mo nya adwene enti ba bia mo client no obi amonya den mo nkofa ne mra se ma nkofa na ma me pronounce no fugitive. That is when you know say you are being fair. You are being objective. The courts have taken your case. They have even assessed which of your cases cry and what merit. Because the other canfa will be mubiana who the could do court our case. The judge will say we me twatching we enough evidence. My twatching say. I think by now no Ghana for a firm understanding of their courts no cry accept say these are real charges are prosecutable. Anameboa.
Yes.
Nti nye sanka nei atik assume say ebi a merit, ebi a meritorious, ebi nye meritorious.
But see also we drew leveler.
Yeah.
Onu leveler or prophet charges against Ken. What show issues are all investigating him on.
Okay.
And he says say on those issues he demands the physical presence of the suspect.
Okay. Obi.
Because it is his right so to demand.
No, it is his right, of course.
Yes.
And I mean, can busa say Obi metie.
But it doesn't mean say papa na ma own me.
That's the point.
No,
that's the point.
Even in the press conference he said
exactly
when push comes to shove, he would trial him in a sense.
So go to court.
Why this drama?
Look, Adana Woody Yara Hamid Ebetna Bontin NYSA go to court.
Abraham, you had not even invited him. Or told him say he was
Massa, why more press conferences that you've won cases? What is this? And you see the intimidation or this say you move rather than say and the Ghana Ghana buying so called because an extension of Ghana buying a bet me abetinas abijina simpi so near cansama gusua 1 year crown near cansam guso. And you know the advantage has been up to now over 4 years. Ya good has been so up to now. I mean, what is going on?
Kofi, my menas, my minty honorable, Messan Shaba, Obi.
Obi.
I take.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, boka papa. Ah. Jesus, you can't be here to
the comprehensive update. Our main.
Me, Paho.
Okay.
And this is can't be here. You go OSP. This is what we get. This is all we get. Hi, Ghana, you see, sometimes we do some investments that don't guarantee value for money, and this is one of such. We instituted our office to help us in our fight against corruption. Catch me with successful prosecution. Na papi ayeda. Bako menkaze bomi no bako. 100,000 okoji no recovery no.
Yes.
One ferimpo. Osuka yes. Papi that came, he lives like an Arabian king, and all he can do is to recover 100,000. And your dollars so. Ghana cedis. And look, we have
sometimes just the mere office being in place, no, can scare people.
Who the hell is scared of OSP? Who is scared of OSP? I'm Martinami to time and now there seems to be some fear of that office, but there's no fear of the OSP because the best it does is to come on radio and TV, throw words around, or kokod now or luzupotoa now I bet you no fear asa. And the next minute, he travels more than even the president. How do you expect to run this office successfully? I brother Mbia how he play more out to coin. And he doesn't go alone. The amount of money we are expending on that office and on the SP, you have no idea. And this is all we get. I'll come to the specifics. Nedikai. All my updates, I don't know one case or Lucy against Joab and MC is a DC. I don't know one count. Because the law says you update us on losses, convictions, and ongoing cases. I don't know one no. And that one, he's deliberately not updating us on that. That's even a breach of the very act that sets him up. Because the law doesn't say come and choose and pick and choose which ones to update us on. Convictions. Cases. What? All cases. Ne will lose and then also
demands it.
It's an obligation.
Yeah.
He shall update us. And the update in the law, you or harassing microphone now or boy no. And like I said, I'll come to the specifics one by one. Mamisha is in free member of rated issue later, but Mamisha is in free MP. So number. Who do we ever call table one and our table swa? How do you expect to survive as an OSP? Like I have said, left for me. We have got to a point where we must make a decision on the fate and the future of the OSP.
As an office.
As an organization. Look, the Adiba is Yengu
OSP.
One time. Because if you look at the amount of investment we've made into that office, the returns are nothing to write home about.
And yet early days yet.
Which early days? Do you know how long the OSP has been in existence? Look at the day it was assented to. The day they set it up. What is here? Up till today. Then he's been in office for over 4 years, or no?
Yes.
And if that's take it as if take it say or an uncle a president. Uncle we chat one term. Now one term one number who's Yenzama another term. What is here? You see,
finally,
like the point I was making is that that office, we should save ourselves some further lost investment by collapsing that entity. Obibaka say, it's going to weaken that. It is not going to weaken anything. Let's give the Attorney General
all the powers
and the resources.
Okay.
What has here?
Yes.
Let's give the Attorney General all the resources he needs. Yoko, let's strengthen Yoko. Shraj. In fact, I feel that it's about time we amended the Shraj Act. In fact, yeah, it's one of the most interesting. I think it's 456 Act 456. Even though in the Act, one of the functions, and it said they investigate corruption, but it's not expansive. we can expand the role and the objects of Shraj, resource them, empower them more to also take up some of these serious cases of corruption.
Okay.
Because OSP now yet especially to deal with corruption cases, there's nothing to show for it. Well, Nami wa case be I wanted to petition him, but I'm not going to waste my time. Jack, yes, you nim owa.
Na washenna.
Na me sheni ekukos na me the case, and this is a case that is of serious importance.
Enti on Ken Oforiatta then OSP Tremua